Good morning, everybody. I hope you're having a great start to your day. I wanted to continue down the path of discussing topics around leadership. One of the topics I want to discuss today is how to have more productive conversations at work. So, this topic I love because I think it relates to leaders, it relates to team members, pretty much anybody in a business setting. So, a few I want to say tips or a few things that I feel like I've implemented from times or I try to implement myself with myself and others to have more effective communication, more productive communication. So, number one is to set clear expectation, right? When you're going to have a conversation, when you're sitting down with somebody, let them know your expectation of that conversation, what you're looking to come out of the conversation with. What is the goal of that conversation? I think that's important for tough conversations, right? There's a lot of ones where you have to have difficult conversations at work that you don't really want to have, okay? Number two is lose the emotion, like objectivity, subjectivity. You want to be objective when you're walking into that kind of conversation. Some people are very emotional. Some people are not very emotional. So if you're an emotional person, write your thoughts down. Even if you're not an emotional person, you're going into a big conversation, a tough conversation, one that needs to create productivity. Write down your thoughts before you go into the conversation. Don't just wing it. All right. This one's hard. It's being open-minded. Everybody struggles with this. You literally need to be open-minded. You need to listen to the other side. If there's a dispute, if there's a difference of opinion, if there's a difference of kind of how you want to go about things, if there's a mistake that's made and you're arguing about it, slow down, listen to the other person. You genuinely have to try to understand that person. Probably the hardest thing ever, but it's good advice. Slow down, listen, try to understand them. One thing I think is extremely important, hold yourself accountable before you hold others accountable, right? That's kind of like the look in the mirror idea. Well, if there's a problem, if there's an issue, look at yourself first. Make sure you're putting yourself in check. You're holding yourself accountable. Number one, because if you're not, it's very difficult to try to hold another person accountable. It's kind of like throwing stones from a glass house, right? It's just hard to do. So hold yourself accountable. And if you hold yourself accountable, people will respect you more. The last is I read a book by Ray Dalio called Principles. And one of his big things is that he wanted his business to be an ideatocracy. I love this. So it's basically saying that the best idea wins. Doesn't matter if it's the secretary, if it's the owner, if it's a manager, not whoever it is. Ideatocracy. He's trying to get everybody to think that the best idea should always win. And I think in a conversation that's looking to produce something, looking to have a good outcome, looking to accelerate things, or maybe it's just a tough conversation, the best idea should win in that conversation, which means you need to be thinking that way going into it, that I want the best idea to come out of this conversation. We've all had difficult conversations at work. Again, whether you're a leader, whether you're a team member, we've all had conversations we don't want to have. Be better prepared for them. Okay? Use some of these ideas, implement them, and I promise I think you'll start to have better, more productive conversations as you move forward. If you do it multiple times with the same person, you'll start to fall into a rhythm of the way you're going to have that conversation and their expectation on their side of how you're going to behave for that conversation. So I hope everybody's having a great day. Would love to hear your comments. Would love to hear your thoughts. And have a great day, everybody. Thank you.